Good evening, YouTube. It's your girl, the Racer, coming to you live from the den. So I'm gonna try to make this as sweet and concise as possible. So if you read the title, you clicked on this link because either you or someone you know thought about going through this law firm called Centerdon Group, and I just want to give you a back brief real quick. So in 2017. I was pregnant with my last child, and it's kind of weird for me to look in the camera, so that's why I'm staring off. But 2017, I had my last child. I was working for Volkswagen, and I went on maternity leave. And in October, that's when I had her. And then a month after my maternity leave ended, I was supposed to go back to work, but I didn't, because my position was gone, so I lost my job. Looking for employment was kind of hard. So I was on unemployment for a little bit. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, my daughter interrupted me. Anyway, so I was on unemployment for a little bit, and I just kind of took the opportunity to just stay on unemployment. I won't lie. I just stayed on unemployment so I could deal with my newborn and my autistic son. And, you know, it was okay for a little bit until it wasn't. I started getting backed up on bills, paying everything with my credit cards. And then it just became too much, where I was using my credit cards to pay the bills. And then once I got my unemployment check, I was using that to pay out the credit cards. But it was just so much. So I ran across this ad, or I heard this ad on the radio about Centerdon Group, how they were a law firm and they actually help you. So they run your account, and then they pull up all your information, and they let you know that they go after these banks, or they go after these creditors, and then they try to do a lawsuit against them because you pay more interest on the card. So let's say you have a $200 credit card, but let's say you max it out, then you end up paying like $400. So they try to, they tell you that they're trying to do like a countersuit to go after these people. Anyway, so at the time I thought it was a good idea, because I was paying over $900 a month, and unemployment only paid you $600. So it wasn't really helping. It was backfiring. So after it was all said and done, I gave them a call. They had someone come out to my house. I had all the documents notarized and everything. And I was told I only had to pay like $350 a month for the next 4 years. And then what they do is they put all this money into an account. And in that account, they take out their legal fees and then apply it to your account as the suit goes along. Now, before anybody criticized me, I was in a bad place then. I guess you could say I was a bit desperate, and when I talked to the guy Gentry, that was his name. When I talked to Gentry, everything sounded extremely legit, and I questioned everything. I asked a lot of questions, and it sounded really good, and he explained it to me like there wasn't like any stuttering. Like every question that I had, he was able to answer. So and like all of my doubts were instantly diminished. So I didn't think anything of it. So as time went on, I'm like, okay, I'm paying this $350 a month. I'm thinking everything is taken care of. Now it is 2020. Now I did this back in 2018. So almost 2 years ago. So April will be two years ago. So I've been sending them money, and then I got to the point in June last year. I haven't heard anything from them, so I just wanted to check in on my case, see how everything was going, seeing what my balance was at, because I haven't heard anything. I'm giving you guys $350 a month. I need something. And then I started working at the casino, and like that's a part of your job. Like you need to be good with your finances. And so I wasn't getting anything. My emails weren't being responded to. I didn't get any letters in the mail that they promised. And so now I did do my research when I first called the company, and like, cause I thought it was too good to be true. So I went on Facebook. I saw their page. There were testimonies on there from people, and it was like over a thousand and something people responded. They weren't on the I even Googled them, like they weren't on the Better Business Bureau for anything bad. So, I was for it. But then it started getting the summer last year, just things just weren't settling with me. Like I haven't heard anything. Then I started getting these letters in the mail, and then these creditors started saying, hey, they were going to settle and yada 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 yada. And this was the kicker right here, because they weren't responding to any of my emails. Then the phone number was disconnected, or I couldn't get through to anybody throughout the day. It was just, it's bad. And this company is based in California, and their laws here are a bit different. So anyway, time went on. I'm making this longer than what it should be. Okay, so things just wasn't sitting right with me. After it was all said and done, I was just like, I'm not going to send them any more money. I'm going to just cancel my account. I get a phone call from them in January saying, hey, we just got a letter from such and such. We're going to settle your account with Home Depot for $600, yada, yada, yada. Are you okay to do that? I said, yes, but only if I get some type of something from accounting saying what's going on with my account. But they needed a written consent for that. They submitted the payment to this company, and that was it. Okay. Literally 2 days after that happened, I get a summons in the mail. I'm being sued by one of the other creditors, and they said they were going to start garnishing my wages. I got paid, and my check was not what my check was supposed to be. My wages were getting garnished. So I called them like, how did this even get this far? I thought you guys were tracking. It's like, this is what I was paying you for. Why are my wages being garnished when you are supposed to be taking care of that? That didn't happen. So fast forward, they said that they took care of the smaller claims first or whatever. And I said, well, it doesn't make sense. How did it get this far? How did it get to the point where they're garnishing my wages if that's what you guys are supposed to be taking care of? Because now I'm at the point where I'm irritated, because I could have just not paid that company and settled my debts for less just by talking to the companies directly and doing it that way. So now my credit is messed up. These accounts are on my credit record, or my credit report. So it looks like I'm just incompetent when it comes to paying my bills and stuff. And this damages my career in the military, because I'm at the point where I'm at jeopardy of losing my security clearance. And it's like, I've been so responsible, and now I'm paying the cost for this. And I just wanted to share this video for anyone who considered looking it up, because there's not a lot of information on this company. Now it's like it disappeared. So I want to make sure that this video gets out there. And I've been getting letters from from the other banks that I had the credits through, and yeah, this company isn't doing their job. This company is called Centerdon Group Inc. Centerdon Group. And right now, and here's the kicker. So the account that they had sent the check out to pay on my behalf, because I was going to, give them the benefit of the doubt and try to ride it out, even though things just wasn't, because I was like, well, maybe some people just didn't, finish all the way through and yada, yada, yada. But there isn't much on this company. So hopefully this gets out to somebody and I can help save somebody. But anyway, so anywho, so I called Home Depot, who they settled with, and I asked them about the account, and they said, well, no, your account is still in holding. Your debt wasn't settled. We didn't even send it to collections. So who did y'all send this money to? Anyway, Centerdon Group is not who they say they are. When you look them up, you don't find anything on them anymore. Only from people on the Best Business Bureau who had nothing but bad things to say about them. So if you can, share this video. Get this information out there. Do not go with these law firm companies that say that they're going to get you out of debt or they're going to help you file for certain bankruptcy, chapter 7 or 13, when a lot of people are preying on people like myself, I won't lie, who is desperate and is just overwhelmed with bills. Like, don't do it. If anything, work with your creditors. They will work with you. Or let it go into collections. After a while, collections will send you a letter saying, hey, would you like to settle? Or call them and say, hey, I would like to settle for this amount. I can't pay this amount. And they will work with you. Before you throw thousands and thousands of dollars away to companies like this that prey on people who really need the help. And I hate that people that really need the help rely on companies that rely on people who need help. Anyway, it's been real. Now I'm trying to bounce back from this. It's not easy and it's not fun, because now I feel like I'm worse in a worse situation than I was when I started. Because now I have to worry about my wages being garnished, and I already work so much and there's no telling what's next. So yeah, please share. Get that information out there.